my dear students of BA Part 1 who has opted English as their subsidiary paper, wish you at first a very warm, healthy, handsome and sumptuous good morning to all of you. Dear students, we are passing through a very bizarre phase, you can say. This COVID-19, this pandemic has brought a sea change. Rather, in negative sense, I am using this word sea change in our life. It has created an upheaval in our life. उथल पुथल मचा दी है इसने. And almost all the systems have been jeopardized. And it has become very tough, tortuous and taxing to lead our lives, to carry on our life in a balanced way, you can say. It has affected very badly, very adversely the very chemistry of our life. The normalcy of our life has been badly paralyzed by this epidemic, by this pandemic rather. Schools and colleges, tuition centers, institutions are closed due to the apprehension of the rapid growth, rapid increase in the growth rate of COVID victims, you can say, COVID patients. So the situation is very abnormal. It's very tough and taxing. Very demanding situation it is. We have to survive in this unruly situation, you can say, in this uncouth situation, in this uncomfortable situation. We have to live. We have to carry on our life. We have to lead our life. We have to do everything to keep our body and soul together. We have to carry on our studies also. We have to carry on, we have to regularize our पढ़ाई लिखाई also. So in such a very upside down situation, you can say, very abnormal situation, you can say, our university or our system or our government has decided to teach, to inform the students, to teach the students through the medium of, through the means of e-content. So we are sending you people the e-contents through PDF, through Zoom Meet, through videos, and in this way, just we are trying to help you. We are trying to assist you so that you might carry on your study. In this connection, today I am before you through this video of mine, and today I have a very good mind to discuss with you a very relevant essay, a very important essay, a very practical and pragmatic essay that is the annihilation of caste. The annihilation of caste, which has been written by B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Dear students, today is a very, very important day. Great day is it today. Today is a very sublime day, very pious day. Because this is the day, that is 13th of April. In 1891, which brought a child in this world in the name of Bhimrao Ambedkar, who as a man fought relentlessly. He waged war throughout his life against the ill of the Indian society of the then period. He fought against the annihilation of caste system that was prevalent in Hinduism of the then period. It was he who fought tooth and nail just to destruct, just to abolish, just to delete, just to obliterate the very caste system of Hinduism of the then period, of the then society. Dear friends, it was not a very easy task at that time. It was not a cakewalk to do it. He struggled a lot. He has to face many difficulties. But he did not lose his hope and patience. He carried on his war against the taboos, war against the evils of Indian society, particularly of Hinduism, Indian Hindu society. No doubt, there had been so many taboos, and so many taboos are present at the present time also. The caste system for which Ambedkar Sahab has fought relentlessly for its abolition, for its deletion rather, for its obliteration rather, has not been deleted, has not been obliterated, has not been abolished completely. It is present in our society, in our religion. But it is a fact that the present caste system is not in the same way as it had been in the time of Baba Sahab, in the time of Ambedkar. Definitely, Ambedkar was a man of determination. He was a man of dedication. He was a man of devotion. And he fought and fought and fought against this very rottenness of Hinduism. And this way, he has not done wrong to Hinduism, rather. He was not critical. He was not at all critical of Hinduism. He was a Hindu by birth. No doubt, it was the octopus grip of casteism of Hinduism which compels him to renounce, chhod dena, to renounce Hinduism and accept and adopt Buddhism. Because Buddhism has not this callous system of casteism, rather. By speaking against the caste system present in Hinduism, present in Hindu religion, Ambedkar has done a great service to Hinduism. Through this speech of his, or through his relentless fight, through his continuous fight against the casteism prevalent in Hinduism or Hindu religion, his intention was to make the Hinduism pure, to cleanse, C-L-E-A-N-S-E, to cleanse the Hinduism, to make it germ free, to make it free, to make it pest free, you can say. There should not be any germs, any insects, any virus like casteism in Hinduism. So he loved Hinduism. Therefore, since he loved Hinduism, therefore he went all out to delete one of the wrongs of Hinduism, that was the casteism. He wanted that Hinduism should grow, it should flourish handsomely. It must not die. It must not get annihilated. It must not be hated, disliked, abhorred. It must lead a long life. It must be taken as a boon. It must not be taken as a curse. Dear students, there is a book prescribed for you, and this book is Exploration of Ideas. Exploration of Ideas, that is an anthology of prose. An exploration of ideas, an anthology of prose. This book has been prescribed for you. This means for the students of BA Part 1 who has opted English as their subsidiary paper. As you know, an anthology of prose means this book consists of some of the bright and brilliant essays written by some great, noted and renowned essayists. And this essay, which is given or which is here in the book in page number 70, The Annihilation of Caste, is one of the brilliant essays. Ambedkar was born in Western India in a Mahadalit family, Mahar Jati, Mahadalit family. And for this, to have birth in Mahadalit family, he has to suffer a lot. Not only as a child, not only as a school going boy, but he has to suffer when he was the student of college. He has to suffer as a child and he has to suffer as a man also. No doubt, his father worked in the Indian army. He has a very cultured and civilized family. But the base of being a Mahadalit has posed for him so many troubles, so many problems, taxing situations, seething humiliation, tortuous experiences in life. He has been devoured from so many privileges. He has been subjected to many socio-economic restrictions because the Mahadalit caste was taken as the untouchable caste at that time. And no doubt, or rather undoubtedly, Ambedkar has to suffer a lot. And this suffering, this tortuous suffering, you can say, this seething suffering, this sultering suffering has provided him strength, has provided him energy, enthusiasm, takat to fight, to against this system, to uproot the very casteism that was deep-rooted rather in the Hinduism at the then period. Your book provides some life sketch about Ambedkar. Born in a poor, untouchable family, Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar spent his life fighting the Hindu caste system and the practice of untouchability. He had devoted his life because he thought that being a Mahadalit, he has to face a lot. He has to suffer a lot. And he has a good mind that others must not suffer. Others must not have to pocket humiliation as he has to do. There was no reason. He was not a dacoit. He was not a goon, rather you can say. He was not a gunda, you can say. He was not a mawali, you can say. He was not a culprit, you can say. He was not a criminal, you can say. He was not a murderer. He was simply a human being, as human being is. But he has to pay the price. He was living in society. He was cut off from the society. He was not in a position to sit with others. to merge with others, to mix with others. He was not in a position to drink water from a particular well, from a particular river, from a particular pond. Unbelievable, unimaginable, you can say. But this was the fact. This was the reality of life at that time. And Ambedkar was a kind man. He was a sensitive man. He was an emotional man. He fought against this very ill of Hinduism, that was the casteism. Why? Not for himself, but for the whole humanity. He wanted to bring some change in the thinking, in the outlook of the Hindus. He wanted to show the Hindus this system, Hinduism, mirror. He wanted to make the Hindus see or look into their system. He wanted to make them know about the callousness, about the cruelty, about the inhuman condition of that system, of their system. Therefore, he has fought tooth and nail against this evil, against this devil of Hinduism, that was the casteism. Now, this speech, this means this essay has been a speech, and this speech has been delivered by Ambedkar, by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar at Lahore, you can say. As the footnote given in the book says, and I must read it out for you people, the speech Annihilation of Caste was prepared by B.R. Ambedkar for the Jat Paat Todak Mandal of Lahore. Jat Paat Todak Mandal of Lahore. जात पात को तोड़ना है. There is only one Jat upon this earth. There is only one caste upon this earth. That is human Jat. That is humanity, Manav Jat. We all are human beings. We all are brothers and sisters. We all have been created by one God. We have been sent upon this earth by the Almighty to live with peace, to spread love, to spread fraternity, to serve each other, to live together with peace and amity, to use the bounties of the earth. The earth doesn't discriminate between man to man. The sun, the natural things, the nature, you can say, never discriminates between man and man. This earth is very bountiful. It is very kind. It has produced, it has borne so many things for all of us. And we are suggested to live upon this earth peacefully, with love, with amity, with brotherhood, with fraternity. And we must respect each other, because the system of every person is the same. Even the person belonging to so-called upper caste have one nose having two holes in it. They also breathe oxygen. They inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. And even the person belonging to Mahadalit family too has one nose having two holes, inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. Even the black complexioned persons have red blood. flowing in their veins, and white people, white complexioned, to have the red blood flowing in their veins. Then what is the problem? What is the problem then? What for? We should fight in the name of caste. What is the necessity of casteism then? So this essay was first prepared as his speech. Dr. Ambedkar has to deliver a speech at Lahore in the congregation, in the Sammelan, you can say, that was Jat Paat Todak. At its annual conference in 1936. The speech prepared by Ambedkar has had an astonishingly warm reception from the Hindu public for whom it was primarily intended. And this speech of Ambedkar was welcomed. Try to understand me, try to listen to me properly. This speech delivered and prepared and delivered by Ambedkar has got a very warm welcome. What does it mean? What does it show? That everyone wanted to have the freedom from the strangulating hold, from the octopus grip of casteism. Ambedkar asserts that he shall be satisfied if he makes Hindus realize that they are the sick people of India and that their sickness is causing harm to the health of happiness of other Indians. Through this essay, or through his speech, Dr. Ambedkar wanted to suggest, wanted to tell the so-called votary of Hinduism, casteism, that their system is sick, their system is ill. There is wrong in their thinking. There is wrong in their system. And this sickness is weakening them, is not strengthening them. This sickness, this illness is doing injustice to their country. This is a disease. And this disease will hollow the growth of India. It will devour India from progress, from development. So, by advocating casteism, they are not doing good to Hinduism also. Those who talk of casteism, those who are the votary of casteism, those who stand in favor of casteism are axing their own legs, are digging the very burial of their own religion, that is Hinduism. So it is high time that they should reconsider their thinking, their outlook. They must change their outlook. They must change their thinking. The Jat Paat Todak was an organization of caste Hindu social reforms with the one and only aim, namely to eradicate the caste system from amongst the Hinduism. This Jat Paat Todak organization has nothing to do. It has only one objective. It has one aim, and its aim was to eradicate the casteism, the caste system which was deep rooted in Hinduism. Its maksad, its purpose, its objective was very pious: to uproot the weeds, WEEDS, the weeds of casteism from the very field of Hinduism, from the very farm of Hinduism. So, this munch, this association, this Sangh, you can say, this organization was doing a human service, was very much friendly to Hinduism. It was not inimical to Hinduism. It was rather friendly to Hinduism. The principal points which Ambedkar tried to make out in the speech may be mentioned as follows. The caste has ruined the Hindus. The caste has ruined. कास्टिज्म ने हिंदू को बर्बाद कर दिया है. Ruined, RUINED. It has destroyed the Hindu society. That casteism has ruined the Hindus. Due to this system, Hindus are incapable of sustaining itself by themselves through their own virtues. So, this way, this organization has been trying to change the very mindset, the very attitude, the very thinking of some of the Hindus who were in favor of the casteism. So, dear students, that's all for today. Today I have tried my level best to give you the very gist of this essay. I have tried to inculcate in you that your curiosity to go through the essay on your own. We will meet again through videos, through e-contents. Go on listening to the videos. Please, if you like, subscribe this channel. And please do send some comments. If you have some problems, send your problems through comments. I am very much ready to redress, to solve, to give you the solutions to your problems. Your suggestions are also welcomed. But please do make some comments. Till then, enjoy your life, be safe, follow the rule, that is 2 गज की दूरी, mask है जरूरी. Always try to follow the corona protocol. Don't try to be over smart. Don't try to over smart the COVID-19. Don't try to take it lightly. Be safe. Keep your family safe. Keep your society safe. Keep your country safe. Thank you. God bless you all.